Okay.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Welcome to Relative Truths. I'm your host, Tom. With me, as always, is Vince. How are you tonight?
I'm good. Tired, sore. I had to put together this stupid chair. I got this chair today. Literally got it today, and they don't assemble one damn piece of this thing. You have to put it
No, because
all
because
together.
they have to fit it into a box this big, or else they pay
Right?
extra shipping.
Oh crap, dude. All right, but that's it.
Yeah,
I
that's
finally
it.
said, screw it. I got my drill. I'm like, I'm not freaking using the Allen wrench and just ding, 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 ding all day.
Yeah, and that the
Drill
thing
them
is, man,
all.
like if you're not completely hard R, you can use your drill for all this stuff, and it'd be
Yeah.
fine. You just don't like set it to a 14 and then torque it to death.
Yeah, pulled the inserts out of the wood.
Right,
Ah, shit.
right.
No,
Uh,
I had it torqued low, but it's nice, man. I tell you, it's got a footrest. I could sleep in this thing. It reclines. It's
so I so
made for fat people, so it's cushy.
Kind of a funny story about that. I say that I'm not a hard R and I don't,
You
do
you
that, but
people
I did
are
that
yeah.
one time. We had we got this hanging um headboard for our bed
Yeah.
and I went to put the I went to put the anchors in the back and I hit it a little too hard and it popped out the front.
Isn't
Luckily
it?
it was black, so I just backed it off and I you know,
Yeah.
pressed it in real hard and then I got my Sharpie and colored it in and nobody ever knew until now.
God, it's
Our
so
3 listeners
annoying.
are going to find out about it.
Hey, did you watch the interview?
Shit, I forgot about that. I
Dude.
completely forgot, and I didn't see you post about it.
Mhm.
I
I
did I
posted
did
about
see
it.
him follow us though. I should
No,
have
I
remembered because I saw him follow
yeah,
us.
I did post about it, but let me tell you something, dude. For us, it blew up on Rumble. It's insane. So
Really?
Rumble. Every week we'd have 1, 2 views, right? Every week.
Sure.
That's it.
Sure.
1, 2. Well, his interview got 39 views
Wow,
on
dude.
Rumble. So wait, that was a domino effect. So what did people do? They started watching our other shows. So our last podcast got 32 views, 18, 13,
Holy
19,
crap.
9. I mean, they all went and started watching all of our other ones. And then on YouTube, we got 25 views.
Joe Rogan, here we come, baby.
Dude, we got to start doing interviews. People like them.
Yeah, I guess so, man. I guess so.
Yeah, we got to
Uh,
start doing them. But yeah, it blew up. So go ahead. So now you got 35 listeners.
that's dude, that's crazy. That's
Yeah,
crazy. I just let that secret out of the bag to 35 people. Holy shit.
right. Your life's
I'm
over.
done.
Your life's over,
Glad I don't
dumbass.
have that headboard anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
Glad I
Now
don't have that
everybody,
headboard
not
anymore.
everybody knows your hard R.
I
All right, what's up? What do you
Hey,
got?
so because we've talked about this in the past, I wanted to bring it up.
Uh-oh.
This week, Trump kind of officially was like, the law is very strong. I cannot become president again.
Yeah.
And he just left it at that.
All right.
So,
Good. Whatever.
um,
We're
Trump was
still
in
on
Cleveland
this.
this week.
Yeah, I know. I was in
It was
Ashtabula,
actually really
actually.
cool.
Yeah.
Well, he flew into Cleveland though.
Yeah, he flew into Hopkins. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I got to watch that, and I got to watch him fly away in the helicopter with the ospreys following him. That was pretty cool.
Did you meet him? Did you see him?
I didn't. I wish I could. They actually, I had to I had to go over to our fire department just because of some work that I was doing and all that's where the Secret Service kind of hang out while they're there,
Yeah.
set everything up. So I had to be approved to go into the building. It was about an hour and a half before he got there, but they were like ramping everything up.
Well, that's cool.
They actually 2021, I actually got a certificate from the White House Office of Communications because I had to set up, um, some phones for them and an internet connection
Oh, nice.
when they were coming in. So that's kinda cool. But yeah, it was cool, man. We get to watch Air Force One come in and land. You know, what sucked was, so where I'm at, if you're familiar with the airport, the the old tower, that's right in the middle of the terminal,
Yeah.
it's surrounded by like a 4-story building. Well, that's the old FAA building, and that's where we're at, is on the 4th floor there. Uh,
Uh,
so we actually went out onto the roof. We had a really great view, but then the rain started like probably 15 minutes before he got there, and it wasn't just sprinkling, or else we would have stayed
no, it
outside.
was
I mean,
huge. It was a
yeah,
downpour.
it was coming down. So we ended up going back inside, just watching from the windows, but it was still pretty cool.
Nice.
So
Nice. You got to
So
see the
yeah,
beast.
so Trump has said the law is very strong and I won't be president again. So there's that. So
He just
we can
did
put
that
that
to
one to bed.
troll. Yeah. He was
We
trolling.
can put that one to bed. So hey, I wanted to talk about voting real quick, if we could.
Voting? Sure.
I got a story here. I got a story here from Minnesota. Hey.
From James O'Keefe.
Um,
Okay.
I don't think so.
All
So
right.
a couple guys dressed up in traditional Muslim garb. One of them dressed as though he was a Muslim female.
This is James O'Keefe, O'Keefe Media Group.
Oh, is it?
Yep. I was going to
You
talk
sure?
about this. Yeah. Yeah. I'm 100,000% positive because I just watched
Oh,
the
it is.
video.
You're right. You're right. You're
It,
right.
it was Cam Higby in the
Yeah, that's
burqa.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they went up and basically the polling place people were like, "Yeah, no, you can vouch for somebody. You can vouch for up to 8 people.
Yep. All you have to
They don't
say
have
is
to have
they.
ID."
All you have to say is
Like
you
you
know
can
them and they live in the district.
So I did a little more digging, just a tiny bit. There's 4 states where you're allowed to do that.
I know. And Kamala Harris won all of them.
That is absolutely insane.
That's stealing elections, dude. And
It's
everybody says,
absolutely
"Oh no,
insane, dude.
nothing was rigged. Nothing was rigged. It was all on the up and up."
Like, if I knew some people that weren't voting, I could just get like 8 of my buddies to come with me. And I'd be like, "No, this is that person. This is this other person." And they could go in and vote in their name.
It's I
Like
don't even.
how?
It's
Like
it's the thing is, see, I'm just tired of talking about this shit because these people expose it. Nick Shirley exposed all the fraud. Um, you know, everybody's out there exposing this shit. James O'Keefe, Project Veritas. That's all that guy does is expose this shit, and nothing gets done. Just nothing gets done. Tim Walz is still the governor of fucking Minnesota, even though they know he committed billions in fraud, and he's still the governor. So nothing gets done. So, I mean, it makes for good stories for us, but I mean, but then there's no resolution to it. We know there's voter fraud. We have it on video. We're showing you there's voter fraud, and yeah, whatever. You know,
yeah.
it's frustrating. It's very frustrating. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I did see that. That's funny. Oh yeah, these are my
Election
buddies.
workers
These are 8 of
eh,
my buddies. They live right by
election
me. Oh,
workers
okay.
said if if you're all in the same precinct and you're already registered, you can vouch for them as ID. So like I could go and I could serve as 8 people's ID there.
So it's like you voting 8 times. That's
Basically.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Like if
yeah.
I knew 8 people in my precinct that I talked to them beforehand and they're like, "No, I'm not going to bother voting." I could get like 8 of my buddies from different places, from different precincts, right? And they could just all come with me. And I could be like, "No, this is so and so. This is John Smith and he lives at, 123 Mockingbird Lane," right? and then they go in and vote however,
I bet
however I
you
want them to.
$1,000,000 if you went in there as a middle-aged suburban Caucasian man with 8 middle-aged
I
Caucasian buddies, they would be like, "What the
That
hell
would
do you think you're doing?"
never fly. That
Right,
would never
right.
fly.
Mhm.
Yeah,
True.
I'd have to do a Robert Downey Jr.
What?
from, Tropic Thunder.
Oh. It's funny. I don't know. Yeah, you can't, you can't use that white privilege to rig the voting. Doesn't work there. It only works in if you're Sophie Cunningham
Yeah, it's
and the Indiana Fever.
insane. Insane.
That mustard girl, Dijon. Yeah.
Did you see her thing this week where she got clotheslined and somehow
Yeah. That's
it was
Dijon
racist?
Dijon mustard girl, whatever Carrington, whatever the hell her name was. Freaking she got clotheslined right in the face going up for a layup. Sophie Cunningham. This girl gets a technical two, gets kicked out of the game, goes to the locker room and texts white privilege at Indiana Fever. She clotheslined somebody, gets kicked out of the game, and somehow because the girl she almost killed was white, it's white privilege.
It's white privilege.
I can't make it make sense. Just make it make sense.
I
I
can't,
don't
dude.
care.
I
You know
can't. It
what's
doesn't.
here
It
here
never will.
here? Listen to this. I did a little background checking on that Dijon. What's her name? Mustard. Her parents must really love her a lot to name her after a condiment. Um, what what the frick? Okay, so before, I mean, she was brought up middle class, not strict parents, but you know, she was brought up.
Dijon Carrington.
Yeah,
Dijon Carrington.
no, it's
Yeah,
Dijon mustard, whatever Carrington. So she was brought up, you know, in a religious, I'm not gonna say strict, but rigid household, middle
sure,
class.
sure.
Both parents worked. She was a respectful person until she goes to 4 years of college, comes out with blonde hair and freaking extreme liberal leftist views. College just destroyed her. Even her parents were like, "What the frick happened to you, man?" So yeah, that's what college is doing now. They're making everybody.
That's what the college scam was. That's why they pushed it so hard on kids when I
They
was
want to
growing up, and then
indoctrinate them.
even generations later. They don't like they know you're not gonna that half of them aren't gonna be able to get jobs. None of them are gonna be able to pay their loans back, but
Seriously,
they want to indoctrinate you.
nobody's gonna get a job with their liberal arts degree. Are you serious? I thought there was,
Hey, listen, there's like, thousands of kids graduating with what is it, gender studies degrees, and
yeah,
there's like 3 of those jobs available in the country. So
yeah,
you tell me.
and they're all being phased out soon anyway. So here's the difference. I mean, these guys go to school. They pay 70, 80, 90, 100,000 a year for their business degrees or liberal arts or gender studies or why is everybody gay studies? I don't know, whatever. And they come out and they're pissed off because they can't make any fucking money. They're pissed off because they don't have a job making $200,000 a year. They're freaking slinging cups of coffee at Starbucks. So you look at the trades, and Mike Rowe knows a lot of CEOs. Okay, and he said, and they talked to him, and they said, look, for every 10 people leaving the trades, retiring or just leaving, 2 people are coming in. So there's a big, huge deficit in the trades. The CEO of Ford has technician bays empty and not entry level technician. He said, 125,000, 130,000 salary bays, paying bays empty because no one's, $30,000 to go to trade school. That's it. You pay that back in a couple of years, doing HVAC or plumbing or electrical or welding or anything like that. It's ridiculous, and I
And
don't understand.
most of those, you're gonna end up with an apprenticeship before you've ever graduated.
Well, okay, Donovan,
You're
17.
you're gonna be getting
Do-
paid
Donovan
before you. Yeah,
Donovan's 17 years old. He's taking welding at Polaris. He got an apprenticeship this summer, and
kid's gonna make a killing.
he, dude, he was making more money than a lot of adults,
Yeah, I bet.
you
I
know,
bet.
and he's taking welding. He's going to be 18. He's going to graduate. He's going to take it all year again this year. He's going to graduate. He's going to start. He's going to be 18 years old, making close to six figures. That's why you go into the trades. That's
With almost no debt.
right. You pay off your debt, and well, he's doing it through high school, so that's cool for him. But if you go to HVAC school or whatever, $30,000, all the new millionaires are coming from the trades. You know, they go, they become a plumber, they hire a couple other plumbers, they start a company, and they're making millions. It. I mean, go look around. I see it all the time on Facebook. Does anybody know a plumber? Can I get a plumber? Can I get an electrician? Anybody know an electrician? They put a 220 line in, and it's hard to find them. They're not as I couldn't tell you. I don't know anybody in the trades anymore. I used to know a ton of people, but I really don't know. I know Donovan. He's going to be a welder, but that's my advice. Get in the trades, make some money.
And another big thing years ago was becoming a firefighter, paramedic, because you get a government salary, you get government benefits, you're only working 9 days a month.
Yeah,
What do you do
24.
with the other
I've known
20 some days, right? 21 days. You get into a trade, you start your own business.
a lot of the I grew up around cops and firemen because my dad was involved in that. And you're 24 on, 48 off. You're making 60, $70,000 a year. And a lot of these firemen would, like you said, they would start home remodeling business or construction business because they only
Concrete
work
business,
2 days
electrical
a week.
business, plumbing business,
Concrete,
right?
right. And a lot of them quit being a firefighter at that pay because they were making more in their trade job. So, you know, I don't know. It seems like anybody that goes into trades is usually just a conservative, gun-toting patriot. You don't see a lot of snowflakes going into the trade. They can't handle physical labor. They really can't. They need safe spaces and they need designated areas to go cry about. They got a hangnail or something.
Yeah. And I mean, it's one of the few places you still got to have pretty thick skin to work there because like your boss and your coworkers aren't going to put up with you being a little bitch.
Oh no, they'll crucify you verbally. Yeah, and if you can't take it, you can cry in your
So
safe
I
space.
remember I got a job. I was 18 or 19, got a job working for a road construction company down in Florida. And dude, even when I was there long enough to where I started doing stuff right on my own, they still crucified me
Oh yeah,
just because I was the young guy.
you were the FNG.
I was the FNG. And the thing with that is you are the FNG until there's a new FNG.
Right?
And they only
Yeah.
replace you as FNG if you have proved your competence to not be the FNG anymore.
Yeah. 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 That's funny. Yeah. You know,
So anyway, yeah, all of this basically was just a PSA saying, kids, don't go to
don't
college. Like
don't waste your
if
money.
you're like super smart and you want to be a doctor and you can do that
A
or
doctor, lawyer.
lawyer,
Yeah.
sure, go to college, right? But like don't think you're going to go there for your liberal arts degree and come out on the other side making any kind of money, getting any kind of job. Like it's just not going to happen. If that's your plan, either get into a trade or go into the military
Sure. Yeah. Good luck in the military, guys. Um.
or just join the police academy, join the fire academy, something like that, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Um. Jeez, dude, it's just crazy. I can't believe these kids are spending what the hell was it? One of these colleges, it was $95,000 a year. That's
Oh yeah.
400,000. That's almost $500,000. Okay, in student loans to tell you that your kids can be gay. You know, their gender studies, whatever. You know that women can be men and men can be women. And I'm going to get a job telling people this at Starbucks because that's about the only place you can go. I mean, you're going to
My
be
but
20.
I was just talking to a buddy of mine the other night. His 14-year-old wants to go to this school. I forget the name of the school. It's out. I think it's out near Ashtabula. Um, and this is a high school. This isn't even a college, right? Um, it's like $28,000 a year, and that's if you don't have to live on campus.
What the frick?
And this school's out in the middle of nowhere. So there's like 5 people total that live close enough to not live on campus. If you have to live on campus, it goes up to 60 grand a year for a high school.
$32,000 to live on campus.
Yeah. For room and board,
That's got to
basically.
be a
Yeah.
hell of a That's got to be a hell of a room, man. I'd want like 100-inch TV in there, and Jesus,
Right? And you know it's not. You know it's a freaking shoebox
it's a
with a
shithole. Yeah.
microwave.
Wow. Why? Why does he want to go to the school?
It's some program that he's real interested in. So it's like I think it's a robotics program.
Oh, that's cool. That'd be cool.
Yeah, which is kind of cool. It's kind of cool. Hey, I got a fun one. So you know we've past, I don't know, 7, 8 months, 9 months, whatever, we've been real interested in what's going on with ICE all around the country, right?
Sure. I could give two shits. Yeah. Go ahead.
And you know they're accused of a lot of stuff, and so now they're all supposed to be getting body cameras and blah 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 blah.
All
So
right.
they're apparently getting a new toy to use, and I think this is great. ICE is going to be spending approximately $20 million on gearing all of their guys with shock gloves.
I saw this. That's awesome.
Did you watch any of the videos?
No.
The demo videos?
No, is it cool? It's like a taser gloves.
It's pretty cool. And
That's
the thing
awesome.
is, they're just regular duty gloves. The officer actually has to do something to engage it. But when they grab you, man, it's like you know, with the taser, you get it with the two little prongs, right? And maybe it goes through your
Yeah,
clothes, maybe it doesn't. But if they grab your arm with one of these things,
you're
imagine
down.
just having like a taser wrapped around your arm.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
They showed one where they were demoing basically the guy was on the ground already. They had him on the ground, but he starts resisting and the officer just grabs his ankle. His ankle was bare. So he grabbed his ankle and the guy's like, "Okay."
Wow, that's cool.
I think it's awesome, man.
That is awesome. Good, 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 good. Round up more of these scumbags. Sorry, did I say that out loud?
I
Shit.
think that's a great use of $20 million.
Hell yeah. Now, see, I wouldn't mind my tax money going there.
No,
That
not even a
wouldn't
little bit.
bother me. Wouldn't bother me at all.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's funny.
I'll
Do not buy this
I'll
on
put the
Amazon.
link to this in the chat.
Like,
Don't watch it now, but
No, no.
you
Um,
can go check out some of these videos later on. It's pretty amusing.
I don't know. Caroline Levitt put her resignation in.
I saw that supposedly to spend more time with family.
Yeah, that's always the standard.
Yeah.
I'm I'm getting out of here. Trump left me on a plane that he thought was going to get shot down, so I'm resigning. That's what people are saying. July 8th in Turkey, there was threats that they were going to shoot down Air Force One. So Trump walks
Really?
on so Trump walks onto Air Force One. They close the door. He goes and gets off and goes into the uh food truck, right? The food truck that's servicing, he gets into the food truck and they take
Yeah.
him over to the secondary plane and he takes off on that and leaves Caroline Levitt on the plane that he thinks is going to get shot out of the air. She's like, fuck this. she resigns.
Yeah.
Allegedly. No,
Allegedly.
she wants to spend more time with, kids. Yeah, that's it.
Being in government anymore is like, I mean, let's be like, it's always been one of those things where you kind of put a target on your back. No matter what your views are, where you live, if you're in government, you got a target on your back from someone, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
But it
you do.
seems like it's gotten more intense.
Well, it gets more intense now because there's fucking idiots out there that are doxing people and making it
Yeah.
dangerous, and you've got the radicals calling for violence against anybody in this administration, anybody and everybody. They just want them all dead, and they call themselves a party of peace and whatever. Bullshit. I look. The Secret Service considers the phrase 8647 a threat and they will
Right.
investigate it.
Right.
So I saw a post the other day of these people that protest every Saturday in Strongsville, right in the town square. And they all got their handmade signs, but there's one lady with a bright orange fucking sign with swirls on it, and it just says 8647. And all I said, and I was respectful when I commented this. I said, you know, standing out like that with a sign that says that phrase that the that you're calling for the assassination of the president is really not a good look. And you might want to rethink that if you want more people to come out there. Holy piss. You would have thought that I freaking, just blasphemed Jesus and everybody. They just came after me. What do you mean? That doesn't mean. I said, look, and I screenshotted Secret Service will investigate these threats. No, that's bullshit. It doesn't mean anything. It's just a sign. Blah, blah, blah. God, he came out of the woodwork. I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm done. I'm out. Jesus, I deleted my original post. I'm like, have fun. I said, hopefully nobody will report you to the Secret Service. It was like, holy crap. They know that. They know that to be true, but
Yeah,
God,
they know
God
exactly what
forbid
it means, and
God forbid you say it out loud, dude. It was comical. I was like, holy, these are adults,
what
really?
what would have happened if you or I were standing out there when Biden was president with signs that said 8646,
Oh, we would have been doxxed, dude.
right?
I mean, it would have been horrendous.
Secret Service would have showed up on our doorstep.
Yeah.
All the liberals would have come out. We would have been doxxed.
We're the
Like
party
we
of
wouldn't have been able to leave our freaking house.
we're the party of
I
peace and unity, but let's kill
yeah,
everybody that's in this administration.
I had uh somebody that I'm Facebook friends with, and I don't agree with any of their politics at all, but they posted a sign that was from somewhere, and somebody put up a big sign that said like Trump not allowed within 1,000 feet of schools. And all of their friends jump on the bandwagon and were, just spouting the typical bullshit. And I jumped in the comment. I usually don't do this, but I jumped in the comments. I'm like, wow, all this from the party of tolerance and love.
Yeah, yeah.
And so somebody responded back. He's like, "Oh, so you support a well documented pedo?" Blah blah blah. I just
How is
laughed
it
at the
well done?
comment. I laughed. It's not.
There's
It's
there's
not.
not
And
one shred of
it's not.
proof.
And for half a
Oh
second, I wanted to be okay. Just one shred of verifiable evidence, please
no, then
give it to me.
then they're gonna start calling you a racist and
But then
and and brainwashed.
they're gonna call me a racist. They're gonna call
Yep.
me a typical MAGA, like whatever. And it's not even worth it. So I just laughed at the comment and I walked away. And we'll see if
Yeah,
they respond anymore. I
it,
don't even care.
it's comical. It's actually comical that these people are adults and supposedly responsible for their own care and maybe even, God forbid, children's care because they're just, I mean, basically, too stupid to function on their own, man. They should be institutionalized. Assisted living for the retard. I mean, for the, you know. Yeah.
Hey, so
Ah,
do you remember
frustrating.
me talking about Francesca Hong?
I barely. What the hell is a Francesca Hong?
She was this Democrat that was running for trying to get the government or the Democrat nod for governor in Wisconsin.
Oh, yeah. I do remember her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she had some pretty wackadoo things to say about like canceling Thanksgiving and
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
the milkshake thing with her kid or ice cream thing with her kid, right? So going into the prelims, she was like a week or two ahead. She was up to 44 points ahead of the other Dem that was running. This guy like wasn't even running at first. And he finally came back in and he's like, I gotta do something because this lady's a psychopath. And the current governor already said he's not running again. So this guy's a county executive, David Crowley, and he came in at the 11th hour and he pulled off the win.
Thank God.
It was
Well,
it wasn't super like convincing. He beat her by a couple thousand votes, but still, yeah, she was between like 22 and 44% ahead of him. And she just completely crashed out. And so now people are saying, "Oh yeah, the Republicans are supporting the Democrats that they want to win." Like, come on. Like,
no, I've noticed a lot more. It looks like the Democrats are attacking themselves. You know, they're attacking you. You've got the Democrats, and then you've got the DSA. You know, the Democrat Socialists of America, and they're fighting. They're fighting. They're fighting each other, and they're literally eating themselves from within, but blaming Republicans. It's like you
well,
guys are
listen,
doing this to yourself, dude.
I want to read you a quote from this guy that won, Crowley. Okay. This is what won. I'm trying to figure out who the establishment is, right? I think that when we talk about the establishment, I don't know who that is. I'm a kid that grew up in the 53206 zip code. My parents was drug addicts and suffered from mental health. So when people try to call me the establishment, I look at that as a slur, particularly as an African American candidate. That's my foundation. That's what I'm going to continue to do as a county executive and what I'm going to do as governor of Wisconsin.
We're not going to see any more cheese out of Wisconsin, all right? I whatever. I don't even know. I don't know. I don't even know what to say anymore. I these you know what? Let the I kind of say if you're going to elect Democrats like that to run your state, you deserve everything that happens to you. Just like
Hey,
the the
dude, look at
people
Chicago.
the people of New York City. The people of New York City like freaking what's his name? Robert De Niro, who freaking endorsed Mandami, loved him, said elect this guy, and now De Niro's crying, saying he can't. He's taxing me more. I can't afford it. I can't afford to live in New. Dude, that's what you. He came out and said this
He's
in
doing
his.
exactly what he said. He wasn't
Yeah,
trying to
he's
hide what he was going to do.
right. He's doing exactly what but just because he was a Democrat, you didn't want. My God, can't vote Republican. You fucked yourself, and now you're crying about it. Oh, God, that's what's going to happen in Wisconsin. That's what's happening in New York. That's what's happening in Chicago with Pritzker, that dipshit. I mean, they're just all morons. They're all destroying. And Tim Wald, God, Tim Wald, Tampon Tim. Whew. I mean, Chicago's a shithole, dude. Chicago was a beautiful city. It was a beautiful city, and it's a
Yeah.
shithole.
Yeah.
It's a shithole. And Cleveland's getting that way now. I mean, I told you a couple weeks ago, East Cleveland's got what? 4 cops, 1 detective. That's
Yeah.
it. That's it.
Yeah. I think it's
Yeah.
6 cops, 1
6.
detective.
Oh, I'm
But either
sorry.
way.
6. 6 cops. 6 cops for East Cleveland. Yeah, that's it. 1 detective. Oh, so if you know, you need any appliances or anything, East Cleveland's the place to go.
Yeah.
I'll probably get in trouble for that, but whatever. I'm used to it. I don't care. People come after me on I've made some comments this week on people's posts, and people have come after me, and I really own them to the point where they just don't even they can't say anything back to me, and I shut them right up, or I just I look at them and go, really classy. This one lady whose name was Karen, and I said, perfect name for you. I said, for you as an adult to come out with such immaturity, I hope to God you are not responsible for the raising of any other human being. Karen, and I put it all in caps. I never heard from her again. It's just God, I don't know. It's comical. It's like a show. It's sometimes I can't just stop reading the comments because it's just like, are these really people over the age of 18? Really?
I gotta stop myself.
Yeah.
I gotta stop myself because I will, especially on X. X
See,
is the worst.
I stay off of X now. I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, I'm on TikTok. I stay off of
I
X
don't go on
and
X very
Snapchat.
often, but every now and then one of my notifications will pop up and I'm like, oh, that looks interesting. And then I start it and it's like, I gotta stop. I gotta
I
stop.
call I call too many people because Elon Musk really doesn't censor X that much. I have called too many people horrible names on X, and I got to stop. And Graham
You
Allen,
had too much freedom.
Graham Allen, and Dan Bongino have been on the receiving end of a lot of those. So I made a comment. I mean, that I hate to say it. Dan Bongino, the guy, the sits there and goes, "Oh, I welcome criticism. That's what America's all about." Blah 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 blah. So I criticized him on his show's chat, and he blocked me. It's like, wait, dude, wait, didn't you just get done saying you accept criticism, and then as soon as someone criticizes you, you block them so you don't get any
Well,
criticism?
it has to be the properly phrased and approved, pre-approved
Yeah,
criticism
yeah.
from
We
paid
we love
spectators.
you, Dan, but did you really have to say this?
Mhm.
I just call him like a fucking retard and stuff like that, and then I get blocked. Can't say
Well,
what I
I
really
mean,
feel.
listen, in his
Yeah,
defense, if
yeah,
we did a live chat on our show and somebody come in calling us retards, well, probably not retards, we'd probably just laugh.
yeah.
But I'm sure there's some sort of derogatory term that would be over the line for us, and we would just
Well,
block.
see that in one of those where I was commenting, I actually said that. I said, "That's all you got?" I said, "Dude, come on, come at me harder." And he never came back. I'm like, "That was it? That's all you got, man?" Whatever. Yeah, I wouldn't be offended if someone called me a retard or anything. I wouldn't be offended with pretty much anything. It's just don't go after anybody else, like my family or anything. Then that's crossing the line. You can
That's fair.
you can go after me all you want, but leave everybody else out of it. Hey, a little quick question for you. I found this out this week,
Whoa!
and I'm thinking, how did I not know this before? Do you know what
I don't know.
Do you know what news stands for?
The word news?
The word news
No,
is an acronym. Do you know what it
I
is?
no, no.
It is new events, weather, and sports. What the fuck?
Huh?
How did I not know that?
Get the hell out of here!
Yep. New events, weather, and sports. Yeah. Right?
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's actually insane.
Yeah, yeah. I I heard that. I'm like, I'm 60 something years old. How the fuck did I not know that?
How old was that?
I said, yeah, very slow. Old enough to know what the fuck news stands for. That's how old I am.
Apparently not.
Yeah, I guess not. Jeez. Yeah, I thought that was kind of interesting. So
That's weather and
here's
sports. It makes perfect sense.
yeah, new events, weather and sports. Here's an interesting story. I was
Okay,
reading about it. I was reading about it today.
let's hear it.
Sailors. Are they abusing our sailors? Fuck yes, they are. Okay. A couple of these ships that are out in Iran in the Strait and everything, they've been at sea over 200 days. That's never happened before. That's a long ass time to be on a ship with no going to shore or anything. Okay.
That is a
So
long time.
way too long. This one dude, they're running out of food. So they're running out of food. And this one sailor is writing home. He's lost 30 pounds. He's just not doing well. They're starting to jump ship. And people are thinking, let me explain this to you. They're starting to jump overboard. And people are like, oh, they're trying to kill themselves. No, they're not. Here's what happens. You jump overboard, you get saved, you automatically get sent home for a mental health evaluation.
All right.
That's why they're jumping in. They've been at sea over 200 days and they can't do it anymore. They're being abused. They're being malnourished. There's no food. Usually you go on a ship and you stop at a port, you get leave for the weekend, you go out and see the
Sure.
city,
Sure.
and you go out for 60 days and come back or whatever. Not 200 fucking days. So that's what's been happening with the Navy. And my question is, who is letting this happen? Who is you got a ship that's been out there over 200 days. You send another ship out to replace that ship, get them the fuck out of there, let them get
Right.
to a port or home or somewhere where these guys can get off that ship and spend a week or a weekend on land. That's ridiculous, dude, to the point where these guys are jumping overboard. You've seen these ships, they're tall. It's not like you're jumping off of a freaking bass boat or anything. You're jumping off of a
No.
destroyer or battleship or aircraft carrier. That's a
Yeah. I
hell
mean,
of a plunge.
you'd be lucky to survive the fall.
Yeah. And they're jumping off to get sent home and to a wonderful mental health evaluation. That's crazy. I Hegseth he's got to fix that. He's got to fix that. Because
Yeah, for
that's
sure.
unacceptable. To treat the sailors like that. So that's my rant for the week. You're welcome, people. Double
I think I get a
Dog
splinter under my
Roasters.
thumbnail.
Double Dog Roasters coffee, Colombian, the best coffee. Oh, so okay, so I'm going healthy, right? I waited some years to go healthy, right? So I
How many years was that? How
it's
many?
not come years, yeah. It's
60,
about that many years. That's like
years?
for
Yeah.
12,
Yeah. Okay.
5 years.
All
And
right.
so
Sure.
yeah, it may be too little too late, but I'm fucked up. Tina's got, she's got, her issues, neuropathy and stuff like that. So like I got rid of all my plastic and whatever nylon cooking stuff, the spatulas and stuff. I've gone to all wood and all steel, you know,
Okay.
uh stuff like that. Get rid of the microplastic, got rid of my um plastic cutting boards. I've got titanium and wood, and I seal the wood. I seal it myself. I hand seal it. Um, so we've gone to all that, and the one thing that I got really lazy about was okay. I've got a percolator coffee pot, which makes phenomenal coffee. I've got 2 French presses. I have a drip coffee maker.
And I
I
bet you
have
still go to that Keurig first thing every
and I
morning.
and I have an espresso machine, right? So I have a lot of coffee shit. My wife thinks I'm insane. She gets pissed because I keep buying more. And I've got 2 grinders. One's strictly for espresso and one's for the other bean. Yeah, yeah. Got my 72 pack of McDonald's coffee. You know, I got my 72 pack of Tim Hortons, and I get lazy and I do the Keurig every morning, which is notoriously microplastics. Like you digest a ton of microplastics with Keurigs, right?
I don't, but yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you're the only one that doesn't. Okay,
No, I
whatever,
have a
dude.
filter.
What?
I have a filter.
What the fuck does that mean? For the water?
I have a,
That has
no,
nothing to
built into
do
my
with it.
esophagus.
You're built into your esophagus. You're a dumbass. Okay, so so that's the last thing I had that was, really bad. Well, I woke up the other morning and had fatal error on my Keurig Duo. So I
Yeah.
think that was God's way of telling me you need to get rid of this thing. So that bit the dust. So my laziness was exposed. I went out and I just bought a
You're
drip
go-
coffee
you're
maker.
you're going robotic. I can't hear you.
Really?
Yeah, you just went robotic. I didn't catch your last sentence at all.
All right. I is that better? We there yet?
Yeah,
There.
yeah,
All
yeah.
right.
You're
Okay.
good. You're good.
All right. No, I broke down and it was God's way of telling me, you got rid of all this other plastic. What the fuck you doing with the Keurig, you lazy ass? So you broke it, and I broke down, and I just have a drip coffee maker now. I just bought a drip coffee maker, so no more Keurig. So the 72 pack of McDonald's I just bought, I'm going to have to sit there with a mason jar, open them up, and dump the grounds in there so I can use it for my drip coffee maker or my French press. So I just figured I'd share
That's
that with
funny.
everybody. Now I'm totally healthy. Yeah, that's it. At least I won't have any microplastics in my guts. So there you go. I just figured I'd tell you that. Now you got to do that.
So I told you that Angela kind of is going down the same rabbit hole, right? And
Yeah.
she made me build this. She bought this thing, coffee nook, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, that I had to build in our room, and it's got a refrigerator in it. And I had to move one of our we've actually got a lot of coffee makers as well. So I had to move one of our coffee makers up into the bedroom because all we had in there was our Keurig because, you wake up in the morning, you pop a Keurig and you go.
Yeah, lazy. Yeah.
Um, so she's got her coffee maker up there. She's got her coffee up there. You know what she uses just about every morning?
Keurig.
Probably 6 days out of 7, she
Does
uses
she
a Keurig.
really? But she was against you using it when you first told the story. She didn't want you
I
using the
know.
Keurig. And now
I
oh,
know.
wait till I see her.
I know.
Oh,
You gotta give her hell, man.
that's why her fucking
I
foot
told
won't. That's why her fucking
I
foot
told
won't heal. All the microplastics she's
probably.
drinking. Yeah.
I told you about our first microplastics conversation, right?
No.
Me and Angela. She basically said, "Tom, do you know that your balls are full of plastic?"
Oh, okay. That's the funniest shit
Yeah.
I've heard. So where does it go on a woman then?
I don't know. I don't know.
Your
I mean,
balls
some
are
women it goes into the balls.
I get yeah, it's true. So your balls are full of plastic. Okay, that's
Apparently. Apparently. I told her that mine weren't because when I had my vasectomy, I had a deplastification process as well.
God, I can't do it anymore. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
not like, "Hey, we need to talk about these plastics and this." It was just, "Tom, your balls are full of plastic." Like, "All right, that's fair. That's
all right. So, all right, let's get off the plastic balls here for a minute. Vincent,
sure, sure. Hey."
Vince, what?
Oh, okay, go ahead.
No, go.
Well, I was gonna say I had an interesting, story came out earlier this week. AOC, like, we love her, right? She's good people.
Yeah, she's great. I love AOC.
Um,
Yeah,
there's been
lovely person.
speculation that she's probably going to run for president in a couple years here, right?
Please, God, no.
She has come out publicly and said woke one, which was the earlier version of woke, was crazy. So woke one, which has now become basically the DSA,
Yeah.
is crazy. She's distancing herself from that.
Is she really?
Trying trying to make herself appear more moderate, I think.
Just like the psycho bitch in Virginia did, right? I'm a moderate. I'm a moderate liberal.
Right.
I'm
Right.
more, and then went psycho DSA on everybody. So you think she's prepping to run?
I think so. I think so.
To
Clay
fucking
Clay Travis says AOC is going to run for president in 2028. Now she's saying Democrat policies in the 2020 era, woke one, she calls it, we're all crazy. Many of us remember
she's
being ripped for opposing all these insane policies. Now Dems want to pretend that era never happened.
she fucking supported every single one of those policies.
Yeah.
Does she not realize, does this idiot fucking bartender not realize that the internet and your voting record and your quotes are forever? So you can't sit there and say woke one was crazy, but then someone's going to play a montage of you supporting every single fucking policy that came out from woke one. So how does she not realize this? You can't. Sure, go ahead, scrub your Twitter, scrub your Instagram. People have downloaded it. People have taken screenshots. You're screwed. So I, it's not going to end well for her. It really isn't. She's going to get destroyed. And God forbid she shows up for a debate. Holy shit! Can you imagine? You
Yeah.
thought you
It'll
thought
be fun.
you thought moron Biden was bad. Dementia Biden was bad. Holy crap!
It'll be fun.
Whew, I would love to see that. I would love to see JD Vance debate her.
So when she came out with her whole woke one was crazy thing, people of course started posting old posts of hers, including one from back in the when we were talking about the Trump Biden elections, right?
Yeah.
She posted, "Is anyone archiving these sycophants for when they try to downplay or deny their complicity in the future?" The irony seemed kind of fun.
She just opened herself up to. She's going to be crucified for the next 2 years, dude. Yeah.
Yeah,
And I might have to get on X and make some comments to her now. I may have to do that.
you gonna break
Yeah, I'm gonna break my X
your
still my
sabbatical?
X, yeah, sabbatical and go on that. Do you see Elon Omar won her primary and resoundingly in Minnesota? Yeah.
I don't see
Why the fuck
how.
why aren't there charges against her for marrying her brother
I
for
don't know.
citizenship?
I don't see how these people say the things and do the things that they do in public and they keep getting reelected. It's amazing.
Because it's all the Somalis voted for her. That's why. That's her district. But
Yeah.
but how is she still
Well, hey,
in
go back to
fucking
AOC.
Congress?
These are like, listen, we're not gonna. I'm not gonna rag on New Yorkers, right? I know some New Yorkers that are very good people,
They're good
but how
people.
are New
They're just
Yorkers?
screwed right now.
How are New Yorkers still voting for AOC and Mom Dami and these kind of people? Like, come
You
on. Yeah, allegedly.
Atlanta, I mean, they've got the proof now that the 2020 election was stolen, and I
Yeah.
mean,
But
so
it's never going to come out enough to make a difference because it's just
because
not. Like
the Republicans
if
are a
it
bunch of pussies, dude.
if it was proved that Republicans were interfering with elections, like it's been proven that Democrats were or
The
are,
Democrats
right?
would have destroyed them. They
It
would
would
put them
be
in jail.
all over the place. It would be the only news that existed.
Yep. Here's
But
the thing:
we have to find like obscure news sources to find this shit, right?
Democrats, the Democrats are pussies. They 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 will
You
not.
mean the Republicans?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Republicans are pussies. They will not. They, they will not do anything about any of these situations where there's overwhelming proof. They want congressional hearings and they do oversight committees and that's it. But they don't file charges. They don't do shit. They don't follow up. They don't hold anybody accountable. And that's what the American people are getting pissed off about. When is stuff Elon Omer should have been kicked out of Congress for marrying her brother. It was a proven fact. She married her brother to get him citizenship. That's against the law. You cannot do that. Get her the fuck out of Congress. I mean, Tim Walz was part of this, was part of the freaking billions of dollars in Somali fraud in Minnesota. Arrest him and charge him and remove him from office. Nope, they haven't done shit, dude. All they did was they said they are going to indict Fauci on whatever fucking lying. I don't know, whatever he did at his hearing. What the hell they indicting him on? Crap, I can't remember. That's what happens when you're
Can't hear
about
you again.
50 years old.
Can't hear
Fauci.
you again.
Fauci. Fauci.
Fauci. Yeah.
What did they
That's
indict
all you
him
had to
on?
say was Fauci.
What did they indict him on?
Yeah. Nothing.
Yeah, they did. From this last hearing. They're gonna file
They
charges.
did they for contempt?
Yeah, they did indict him for contempt.
Okay.
But that's it.
Yeah, I mean it's
That's
something.
the only will they follow through? Who the fuck knows? But there's just no
Yeah, probably
accountability.
not.
Until we start
Yeah.
seeing some accountability, where the people are going to be pissed off. But we, as the people, these people work for us. Why aren't we standing up? There's millions of us. If we stand up against the 2 or 3 people we need to stand up against, it's an overwhelming force. But we're not doing anything either. We're just sitting back on, we're bitching on X and calling, AOC a retard and, things like that. And we're not doing anything. We're not doing anything. We're not holding anybody accountable either. So it's going to get, hopefully not, but it's going to get to a point where something's going to bubble over and it's not going to be good.
Yeah.
Wherever it comes
Yeah.
from, it's not going to be good. So,
Hey, listen, we're coming up on the hour mark, but before we go, I wanted to give a flock update because I know you love your flock.
dude, I've got about 100 stories from Flock, and they're all not good. But go ahead.
So this one, we're going back to Wisconsin again today. Police pull over wrong vehicle, draw guns on woman after flock cameras mistakenly identified her car in a homicide case.
On the highway.
Twice.
Yeah,
Twice.
because they didn't clear it the first time. Didn't she have her kids in the car too?
Yeah, and they're getting sued at this point, it looks
Oh,
like.
good. Sue the fuck out of Flock, dude. Own that company and then turn it on these pricks. If we elect a congressman, we need to strap a Flock camera to their chest. That's part of being a congressman. You need a Flock camera following you around. All this corruption would be gone. You see how easy it is for anybody to go and access the Flock database?
No, I actually meant to look at that last week after we talked.
Yeah.
I might play with that tonight after we're done.
It's not good. The Supreme Court ruling that on that cell phone, pulling cell phone data, the cops doing that is a warrantless search.
Yeah.
It's illegal. They're saying now that's going to go right over to Flocks because they're doing the same thing with not with cell phone data, but with
Well, with the camera data following your car,
the
following
camera
you and your
data
car.
and your information. Yeah, it's a warrantless search. So yeah, fuck Flock, dude. From day one, I've been against them. You know that. I've been on here bitching about it since day one. They're illegal as shit. It's surveillance state. It's 100% surveillance state. They know everything about you, and I could go access that information. I could find out everything about anybody with the Flock data.
Well, they don't know anything about me.
Okay.
I've got
Why
a
you don't?
flock blocker on my car.
Yeah, it's a Flock blocker. No license plate.
You look it up, man. It's a
You
flock
spray
blocker.
it. Did you spray it with Rust-Oleum? Not
I,
even
I
Flock.
sprayed it with my plastic-filled balls.
All right. Well, on that note, it's been an hour. Think an hour's been enough. So Tom and his balls.
Hey,
What?
like us,
Yes.
follow us, share us, subscribe to us, comment,
Look, keep
email
it up.
us, do something.
We're at some pretty good views. Let's keep it going.
35 views this week. Come on,
That was
that's
on
awesome.
Rumble. That was on Rumble. We're 24,
Yeah.
25 on
So
YouTube. Let's go.
let's keep this momentum building, right?
Yeah.
Tell your friends about us. Like, we're funny. We're old as shit, but we're funny,
Jeez, yeah.
right?
Look, the interview went good with Brandon Hoff. It went well. Obviously, people like that. So give us some suggestions. You had that dude that wanted to come on. Bring him on. Let's interview him.
Yeah.
Let's talk to him.
I'll talk to
You
him.
know, and it's fun. It's fun interviewing people because I don't have to talk so much.
You don't have to talk so much when it's you and me. You choose to.
And that's because you
Eh?
fucking aggravate me sometimes. So you bring it out. Yeah, whatever. See what I mean? Yeah, so I don't want to get
We
up.
need to
I don't want to get up from my new chair, man. It's comfortable.
get shirts made that have like relative truths on the front, and then it says on the back, your balls are full of plastic.
Are your balls full of plastic? Oh my God. Please let's not do that. Get a
I
hat.
think we got to at this point.
Get a hat. We
All
should
right,
both get a
cool.
hat.
So yeah, like, subscribe, share,
Yeah.
comment, do all that stuff. Show us some love, show us some support. Even if you hate us, like, email us and tell us why you hate us. We'll talk about it. It's cool.
Yeah, it doesn't bother
But yeah,
me. If you hate me.
until next Tuesday.
I've been hated by better people or worse people. I don't know. Whatever. All right.
People in general.
Next Tuesday. Till next Tuesday. No. Yeah, till next Tuesday. God, I don't know what I'm doing. All right. It's time for me to go take my vitamins so I can remember for our next podcast. All right. All right. We'll see everybody Tuesday.